Hey guys, Neomas here. So, today's video, I want to talk about the preview for the Bournemouth game on Sunday. But first of all, I do want to talk about one particular issue that has come up really over the past 24 hours, and that's to do with Mesut Ozil and Arsenal Football Club and the whole Unai Emery kind of trifecta. Now, this is what this video is going to be on. Should we sell Mesut Ozil? It is really that simple. 24 hours ago, Twitter went into an absolute uproar on Mesut Ozil. Why isn't he in the squad? He should be in the squad. All the comments, all the abuse, all the Emery outs, like they were there in an abundance. And then we go and we win the game 4-0 without Mesut Ozil. Our midfield was absolutely brilliant. Check out the video that I have if you haven't seen that yesterday, along with the preview. I've been talking about it the last 3 games on what our midfield should be like in Willock and Torreira and Ceballos. And we did that, and we just absolutely dominated in this game. We did that. We did it without Ozil. And then afterwards, journalists like Charles Watts, like James Benge, they all came out and started, with their publications, Football.London, The Guardian interviewing Unai Emery in the press conference afterwards. And they asked straight up, where is Mesut Ozil? Where is Mesut Ozil? And Unai Emery says, there were other players that deserve to play more than Mesut Ozil. Whoa. Big statement. Deserve to play more than Mesut Ozil. Now, personally, I would agree with that. But Ozil doesn't even make the bench. Which, personally, I wouldn't have him anywhere near the squad, but you would expect Ozil to be on the bench at the very least. And it is so clear that Unai Emery, and possibly as well, Arsenal Football Club have already made a decision on Mesut Ozil. We all know he's got 1.5 years left on his contract. We're not going to offer him a new contract. I think that we want him gone. I think we want to get some money for him. Mesut Ozil doesn't want to leave. He probably wants to walk away for a free and see whoever's the highest bidder. But, Mesut Ozil's performances on the pitch have been, when he plays, has been okay to good, but nowhere near the type of level that's required for a team like Arsenal Football Club. He should be our talisman, one of our best players, but to be honest, he's just probably one of the most popular players that we have. But in terms of being one of the best, not really. He doesn't give us the production that's needed. Last season, he got, 6 goals and 6 assists? It's not good enough. It's not good enough for Mesut Ozil at all. And he played well over 20 games last season. So before anybody jumps down my throat in regards to that and tries to tell me, oh, stats isn't everything. Well, what's the point in having one of the best creators if he doesn't create anything or get assists? Like, I'm sorry. And to say, oh, you need people to bury the chances? Really? Well, maybe he needs to do better to create those chances so that he can get those assists. So that's my thoughts there on Mesut Ozil. But leave your comments below on what you think about Mesut Ozil. I know I have my thoughts, and even though I like to believe sometimes that everybody thinks like me, contrary to popular belief, I know everybody doesn't. So leave your comments below on what you think about Mesut Ozil leaving Arsenal Football Club and going where. There was possibility of him going to the MLS. I did a transfer video about this about 6 weeks ago now. Now we're in the beginning of August. So 6 weeks ago in the transfer window, there was rumors about him potentially going to the MLS in January or next summer. I talked about this. The videos in my transfer story playlist. You guys can check that out. There are options out there. There is Besiktas going back to Turkey. I don't think he'll go back to Germany unless it's like Bayern Munich that won him. But with how everything ended with the national team, I doubt he's going to go back to Germany, which is why I feel the stories about the MLS could be true, and probably why he's not ready to leave Arsenal, because I don't believe that there are a lot of clubs that are interested in Mesut Ozil, to be really honest. But you know what? Before I get so deep into that, leave your comments below. Leave your really looking to hear what it has to say. You know what? I might even create a poll to see what you guys have to say, because you know what? This debate has gone on far too long, and you know it's getting gradually worse. So yeah, leave your comments below on Mesut Ozil, and let's kind of get things going. And I'll probably do a follow-up video after this on just Mesut Ozil. Second and finally, Bournemouth. So we got Bournemouth on Sunday, and I thought, you know what, let's look at the table for the preview. Now, Arsenal right now, on the tablet, Arsenal are in fourth with 12 points. And Bournemouth, unsurprisingly, are in eighth on 11 points. 1 point difference. I mean, by this weekend, if we do not get 3 points against Bournemouth, we are going to drop down into the table. Because in between Arsenal and Bournemouth lies West Ham, Tottenham and Chelsea. And even behind Bournemouth is Crystal Palace on 11 points. But their goal difference is -1 right now. But both Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea and Bournemouth both have a goal difference of 1. I mean, it's shocking, to be really honest. We've got to do better. We've got to score more goals, and at the very least stop leaking goals as well and giving up opportunities. If you look at the kind of goals that's been scored, Arsenal scored 12, conceded 11. Bournemouth have scored 13 and conceded 12. So they've even scored more goals than us, which is terrible, to be really, really honest. Okay, we've conceded less, whoop-dee, but it's Bournemouth. Come on, you know, we should have a better defense than Bournemouth. But to be honest, you know, like, they've got a good goalkeeper in Aaron Ramsdale. Spent a couple seasons out on loan at AFC Wimbledon, and I know the AFC Wimbledon fans are probably keeping their eye on him, and you know, he's done fantastically well at AFC Wimbledon. I went there last season and saw him play for AFC Wimbledon. The chance of Aaron Ramsdale, he's yellow and blue, you know, that it was the whole Ollie's at the wheel beat, you know, it's you know, that they really love him down there at AFC Wimbledon. So for him to get Premier League opportunities, fantastic. So good shout outs to him. Obviously, we know they're going to have the likes of Nathan Ake in defence. Callum Wilson's going to be up front. So, you know, he's going to be the big threat. And then Ryan Fraser, who we have been talking all summer about Ryan Fraser. Ryan Fraser being linked to Arsenal Football Club. Was actually really looking forward to actually purchasing him. I thought he would have been a great player, Premier League experience, creates chances, scores goals, and I thought, like, why not? Like, it would have been a bit of a no-brainer signing, and I think it would have been good development for the likes of Reece to be around someone like that in the squad. Now, you know, we brought in Pepe and he hasn't then turned up. You know there's going to be some people thinking, oh, we should have brought in Ryan Fraser instead of Nicolas Pepe. No. Just give him time. Give him time. I see the frustrations, and I do have that as well, but give him time, and he could come good. Like, give him a year. I said in the last video and in my comments with some of the responses, give him a year, and then let's judge him. But Bournemouth are going to be a threat. They're going to, you know, creating lots of chances. They're going to try to score goals. They're going to be disruptive, and you just have to hope that we've learned our lesson, that we could take some of the good points from last night and just bring that into this game against Bournemouth on Sunday, because I just feel like we need something new. You know, we need a bit of revitalization, and I know that Bellerin is just coming back from an injury, but let's see. Hopefully, maybe Tierney could start. Maybe Rob Holding, Callum Chambers. I want to see him get more games. Maitland-Niles. maybe have him in midfield. You know, he's got lots of energy, and as long as he's able to track back and do the defensive duties as well, and he needs to do defensive duties. Like, I hope he never thinks he's going to get away from doing defensive duties, even though he won't be playing a right back. But he needs to go out there and do the business defensively. Fact. And that part is not going to change. Maybe we might see the likes of Martinelli or Saka play as well, or maybe even Reece. But who we know will always be there in the starting 11 as long as he's healthy is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, or as Troops calls him, Abama Blood Clot Yang. So, prediction for the game, I'm going for a positive result. I'm going for a 2-1 to the Arsenal. I think Arsenal, even though I do think we will concede because our defence is still very shoddy, I just think that Arsenal's attack, however which way it might come, it's just going to be too much for Bournemouth. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 victory for the Arsenal. Hopefully it manages to come correct or even better in a 2-0, as like what happened last night when I predicted 4-1 and it wound up being 4-0. Leave your comments below on what you think about the game against Bournemouth on Sunday, as well as leave your comments about Mesut Ozil. I know Mesut Ozil is a big debate, and I'm really looking to kind of get your thoughts on that. So leave your comments below, share this, follow me on Twitter, that's @KingNeomis, and I will see you again next time. Peace.